Hello guys, welcome back to another GT7 video on the channel, another Daily B. As you know, of course, every week we do a bit of Daily B, maybe a bit of Daily C, but it's majority Daily B. Another week on Daily B, on Suzuka in the Group 3 cars, me in the GTR as you see. We'll see the CXI team does not have a livery for the GTR yet. There will be deliveries coming very soon for majority of meta slash good cars. So actually in the GTR, we've got CXI sub barrier in the Porsche there in that CXI livery, very lovely looking livery. Congrats to Bazza. So we start in P13 as we don't set a lap, but we did a couple of laps prior to the race. As you see, that Dodge Viper straight on us on the back straight here, and trying to look for a move. As you see, Bing Chillin actually went very wide there. I think that Spaniard actually pushed him a bit wide there, but we keep into 13th place, but we do lose position to escape velocity. It was a very weird start here. As you see, there's a lot of cars. You see, someone going into barrier there. You see, it's Real Driver, the Italian, going to barrier in that BRZ. I don't actually know how good the BRZ is this week on Daily B, but as you see, we're back onto the race. As you see, look how close this is for the start of this race. Very jumbled up, and obviously some of the drivers haven't actually done their laps yet. As you see, look at the group here. Oh my god. I just didn't know what to do at this point, so I literally stayed back a bit and actually got bumped from barrier there, but it is all good. I wasn't too fussed at all by it, and actually Bington goes past there, barrier goes past, and as well as that, the German goes past of Dermark in that Porsche 911. I haven't tried that yet either, so I might have to give that a try. I thought GTR would be best option for now, as it is one of my favourite cars in the game. Just is. I don't know why, but it just is the way it drives. I don't know, something about it just is beautiful. So coming to the end of the first lap here, in down to P14, I see Escape Velocity there having a bit of a mess up. I don't know what happened to him there, but he must have messed up that final chicane, and obviously we're going to be on to him on this straight, hopefully. As you see, that Dodge Viper isn't really good top speed, but its acceleration is absolutely unreal. And you see, going down the inside there, making it look very easy there, getting the job done on Escape Velocity. The game server was very laggy in the morning at this time. I don't know why, but yeah, it was very annoying. You'll see in a second, like in a bit, why that is really annoying. But we're in this little group here for P10 here. We see we've got TCR Chicken Angel, Denmark, and that Audi. I think that's a French guy. Oh yeah, Cisco. And see me and Denmark kind of nearly side by side there, but wasn't able to be enough here. Coming round to this right hand, a very hard right hand to get right all the time. As you see here, I get bumped from behind, but it wasn't Escape Velocity's fault. I was very fuming at the time, but it actually wasn't his fault. It was due to lag. As you see here, just skips ahead. I don't know how, but again, game servers were very bad. Server connection was very bad this race, and for the morning, really, it was really poor. And unfortunately, it puts us back down to P14, so we have to do the exact same job again on Escape Velocity. But that isn't too bad of this first race of this video. So obviously we do have to make up a bit of time. We do feel quite confident on it. I think it's just you have to get consistent, especially with some of the corners. If you get completely wrong, you're out of the race basically. Especially the last chicane. If you get that break point wrong, you're kind of done for. And again, you'll see in the future of this video. So coming on to one of the last straights, we'll come to the left-hander here. I don't know what the left-hander is called. We're coming to the left-hander. I do like getting this left-hander right. You just have to cut in pretty early. You have to turn in pretty early. The car will stick. You just have to believe it. As you see, coming towards this final chicane, getting right on Escape Velocity again. I see the guy in front, TCR Chicken Angel as well. We're going to be in a little battle for him, but unfortunately, Velocity has a bit of a spin there, and we get the job done basically. So we're going to be side by side on the straight, but we're going to have the top speed. But as well as that, We do have to worry about velocity getting in that slipstream and chicken angel, but we do get the job done once again. Barry R there having a bit of a 180-degree spin. Hope he's alright. Yeah, no, so unfortunately there as well, I went a bit on the grass. So I tried turning in, but it forced me to oversteer. So I hit chicken angel a tiny bit, but I don't think it was too bad. Of a mistake there. I didn't really force him off track or anything, so he's still in front of me, so it's not too bad. Not too shabby, I should say. But yeah, no, so coming round again towards this right hander that you could always get wrong. Chicken Angel goes a bit wide there and forces him to go on the grass and a bit of debris there. And unfortunately, we get the move done on him. So unfortunately, he goes down a position and we're up to P11 right now. So we've got Cisco and Demark ahead. The guys we should have passed ages ago. But unfortunately, according to the game lag and the little bits and bobs that's happened this race, we are still down in P11, but it's okay. We are improving slightly. Coming into the start of lap 4, and see we caught up to Cisco a bit in that Audi. I don't know. Again, the Audi R8 don't really gain my interest as much. I see Demark actually went a bit wide there, and we got the job done. But yeah, the Audi R8 doesn't really give me as much interest as it should. Obviously I might have to give it a go, but you know, so right on the edge of Cisco here, literally following his lines, and we're going to go for a juicy little move into that left hand. A very hard move to get done. I will show you as on here on my POV for the move. As you see, very very tight to get right, and we had to cut on a bit of grass there, but we was within track limits and we did get the job done, which was a great move. I thought, but I have to force the move there because I needed to get the move done sooner or later, otherwise I would have been done basically for the race. But you know, so getting the job done, and now we've just got that group ahead. Again, we're 3.8 seconds behind them on the 4th lap. We do have 5 laps on this track, which is a beautiful amount of laps. Does give us a lot of nice racing moments. As well as that, the overtaking opportunities on here are really good compared to last week's. So that's what I was happy about, as well as last week's being a bit shorter as well. But you know, so starting on this last lap, we are 3.2 seconds behind Bing Chillin here. So we'll see if we can catch up on this last lap. We do have a pretty mad lap on this last lap, so we are going to be catching this little group here. Again, we were much faster than these people, but unfortunately for the mistakes that happened, yeah, it turns into this basically. So again, starting from the back was very tough, but it makes it a bit more enjoyable for you guys, and that's what I want to bring to these videos. Bit of action, because if you see me winning all the time, then that's a bit boring, you know. You know, so coming to 2 right-handers here, the gap is down to 2.6, 2.4, going down to 2.1. So these guys are battling up here a bit, not as much, not wheel to wheel, but they are slowing each other down. As you see, the gap now comes down to 1.3, which is unreal. So we've catched a lot in this sector, and maybe we could even look for a P6 or a P5 maybe, we don't know yet. Yeah, no, so coming around these 2 left-handers here, well, it's very long. I don't know, is it called a spoon? I don't know. It looks like a spoon, so I'm going to call it a spoon. Yeah, no, so as you see, get off here, has a really weird line here. I have a bit of oversteer. Still getting used to the car. Probably am used to it now. We'll probably win the next race. But yeah, no, so getting a really good line, and we're now 3/10 behind. So we've catched 3 seconds in a lap, which is unreal. As well as the guy up ahead there, I think, yeah, Bing Chillin going a bit wide there. So they're going to be too wide. And unfortunately here, I'll just forget my braking point. Punt, get off, and yeah, unfortunately, I have to wait, get a 3-second penalty, and yeah, show my sportsmanship, wait up for him, and let the other guys through basically, as it was my fault for that little incident. But yeah, that was it for the first race, finishing P11. So unfortunately, yeah, it was a pretty poor race, but that's alright. Let's get into the next race of this video. So starting the final race of this video, we are into P2 here. We did set a time over 2 minutes flat, 0.678. Did put us, I think, in the top 100 at the time. It has now changed, obviously, as you've probably updated and seen this video. But yeah, no. So we're starting P2 this time, um, and we've got the real driver in front of us. Turns out he is kind of a dirty driver. I don't really know too much about it all, but yeah, we'll see how this goes in this race. Starting P2, obviously behind the real driver. Got another Italian behind us in that. I think that's a Porsche there, or maybe another GTR. I don't actually know, but yeah, no. So starting this race P2, obviously another 5 laps on the books to set. And yeah, so coming to the start of this race, not too much happening. Again, as it's a clean lobby, where it should be. Obviously, there's no instance as of yet at the start of this race at the front of this pack. You know, so just getting a bit more used to the track a bit more. These S's, trying to get them right each time. Again, you have to get them very consistent. Be in the right gear at the right time, and you know, all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, no, so we're kind of staying with the real driver right now. Not much really happening behind us either. Starting to pull away from behind actually, as you see. But coming around this right hander here, let's try and see if we get a decent exit. Kind of, that BRZ is decent, well, kind of decent at acceleration. You know, so coming towards this first hairpin here, the BRZ goes a bit too deep there. We're going to get a better exit. Are we going to get enough power? We are. That acceleration of the GTR is so good around that little hairpin there. Surprisingly, did get a much better exit out than the real driver, so that does put us in the lead for the start of this race on the first lap. So not much else could be better. We could just need to nick that fastest lap now, so that's what we're going to try and go for. As you see, we're already pulling tenths of tenths off real driver already. So I'm assuming the Nismo is the meta car for this week. We'll see a couple cars are still up there, but again, in my personal opinion, I've tried other cars. I've tried the 911. I've tried some of the other cars as well. For some reason, the GTR just feels a lot more smoother. Obviously, it's a bit kicky out for acceleration. You just have to maintain it. As you see, coming across the line, nearly a second, well, basically a second now. And that kind of happens again on the second lap. We did catch up a slight in the lap, but again it goes back up to a second. But yeah, no, we're going to skip straight to lap 4 here. Obviously pulled out two and a half seconds basically at the start of mid lap 4. Going even quicker, we did get a 201.7, going a bit quicker there, coming towards the hairpin. Are we going to get this right nicely? Yes, we are. But yeah, this is where the downfall happens in this race. So coming around towards the spoon corner here, as you see, you're going to take it nice and tight here, just try and get a better line through. And unfortunately, I come around here, maybe hit the apex a bit too wide here, and I hit the grass, and I go spinning as you hear my tyres screeching. And unfortunately, we're going to have to rejoin just behind the real driver. We've got C. Reed and another Porsche behind. So this is basically now another battle for first. So I've literally put myself under the water here. And unfortunately, we're back in second position. So this has turned heads, basically. You guys are going to be like, what the hell? I thought he was going to have this win in the bag. But no, Classified does classified things. Unfortunately, mess up on the second to last lap, and now we're in the battle for first once more. So yeah, so coming around this final little chicane there, coming on to the final lap here. As you see, real driver just weaving, which is really annoying for me. Trying to get back to this P1, but obviously the guys behind haven't been much of a threat for the start of this lap so far. But as you see, real driver going a bit wide there, so we're going to catch up very significantly here, and we're going to be at the start of this S is quite close to him here. GTR is very, very good in this S section, very much a lot quicker than most cars around this S section, so it does gain a lot through here. As you see, the guys behind aren't too much of a threat. We are getting a bit more closer to the real driver. And yeah, let's just see if we can get him on this final lap. So going back on board here, coming around this right hander, very easy to get wrong, that right hander, as well as this right hand. You have to turn in a lot more early than you think, getting on that power as soon as And now coming up to the first hairpin of this lap, well, of this last lap. Final time taking it, and we are very, very close. We're within the slipstream against Real Driver. As you see, Real Driver getting again a bit more weird. It's just annoying, like him weaving. It shouldn't really be a thing. It should be a penalty, but it is what it is. It's racing, so we have to kick it down to business. So right behind Real Driver now, coming towards this long spoon corner. Hopefully we get it right this time. Yes, we do. We're within slipstream. Let's see if we get a decent exit. Getting a bit wider, didn't tell happy a bit, and now it is now the battle for first on this last couple of corners. Are we going to have enough speed to get the Real Driver? Real Driver weaving and weaving and weaving. Might as well call him the Weaver, not the Real Driver, the Weaver. But yeah, unfortunately there, we do lose a bit of speed, and the Real Driver is going to pull ahead just a bit. Are we going to get him on this final chicane? It's looking very much undoubtful, and unfortunately he gets a good exit, and we do stick for a P2 for this final race of this video. Unfortunately we did get a P1 there, very shameful, all down to me obviously. But that was a good race. I did enjoy that. It did give me a bit of a challenge at the end, as it was getting a bit boring mid-race. But like I said, guys, if you guys do enjoy these videos, please hit a like on this video, and also leave a comment, tell me how the video is done, as well as that, share with people. I would appreciate it. And as well as that, hope you guys are enjoying the YouTube streams. I hope indeed you are. And yeah, thank you guys also for watching. If you are new around it, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.